What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Botsquad Podcast. I am David, if you don't know, and as always, I'm here with...
John.
We're going to go ahead and get started here. John, what are we drinking today, buddy?
Well, David.
Well, John.
Well, David, since it is, what are we in, September?
We are in September.
Approaching the October month and everything.
Stuff.
Yes, we have a Oktoberfest beer today.
Ooh, man.
And, of course, Karbach makes it. And, again...
We've been on a Karbach kick.
We've been just really riding the Karbach jock, you know.
Karbach jock.
But anyways, I've had this before. You have it?
I've never had this before.
All right, it's really good. There's not a lot of places. There's not a lot of breweries that make really good Oktoberfest. St. Arnold's is one. Shiner, not so much.
Okay, so there's a difference between like an Oktoberfest beer and like a pumpkin style beer, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this has it won't even taste nothing like pumpkin or anything.
To be honest, I am not a huge fan of the pumpkin
just
beers.
Flavored beers.
Yeah. But the pumpkin flavored beers, they have like Pumpkinator and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't really do those very much.
I had one a week ago. I forget the name of it, and it wasn't. I think we talked about it.
Okay.
It wasn't that strong. It wasn't too much of on the pumpkin side or anything like that. But anyways.
Crack it open. Ooh. I can't get mine open.
Oh, it is
Okay.
That's good.
Smooth.
Great. I think it's good. I like it, but the St. Arnold one.
It's like it's light. It doesn't taste like real. It doesn't have a strong taste to it. It's a light taste, and
it's a wheat beer, dude.
Yeah, it's real smooth though. It goes down smooth.
St. Arnold's. If you guys drink. St. Arnold's makes one, and it's really good.
Really good?
Oh, yeah, really good.
So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. I wanted to tell a little bit of a story first. A while back, John has been kind of getting me on these Facebook groups, right? I meant to tell the story the last time, and we just didn't get to it. So John over here has been getting me on these Facebook groups, and there's one that he got me on specifically. It was a group of people that buy and sell comics off of each other. It's basically eBay without like the hassle of going through like the costs at the end and stuff like that. It's kind of a direct one-to-one transaction with somebody. Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. That'd be pretty cool to see. So or to check out. I mean, and he got me on there. And I didn't buy anything, but I kind of stayed on there to kind of see what everybody had. People were selling like old comics, man.
Yeah.
Like X-Men number 4 from the 60s and stuff like that. I mean, it was insane stuff that you would see. But one guy specifically got my attention. He was selling a replica of Star-Lord's Walkman from Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Now, this guy was trying to make some extra cash, whatever. It's handmade. It was, but it looked great. Mm-hmm. It looked fantastic. Along with that, he was also selling, I think it was like the crystals, or like...
Crystals?
Crystals. He was selling, I think it's like the gems, the Infinity Gems. That's what it was.
Oh.
Like replicas of the Infinity Gems. Awesome. And they look freaking awesome. So I was like, man. So I started kind of checking it out. And I started looking in the thread, and there was an admin on there from that group that was telling him, hey, get that stuff off of here. And he's like, well, why? This is comic related. He's like, no. He's like, does it say Guardians of the Galaxy on it? He's like, well, no. It says Sony.
It's a fucking gem. Oh, the Walkman.
Yeah, the Walkman.
Sorry, yeah.
He was like, it says Sony on it. He's like, well, exactly. It doesn't say Guardians of the Galaxy on it, so, it needs to be removed. And I'm the type of person that doesn't like to just sit by and watch somebody get bullied. So it's just weird how I end up involved in some of this shit half the time. But so I decided, I was like, okay, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
So I was like, look, yes, I know, it says Sony on it, but it's obvious that it's a replica or a prop from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So I told the admin, I was like, have you not seen the movie? You know? I was like, I'm sure you have. Everybody's seen it.
Yeah.
I was like, if you look at the movie, it's clear as day. It's a Sony Walkman. This is a Sony Walkman. It's the same thing. You know, why can't he sell it? You know, he fixed it up and painted it to where it looks like an exact replica.
And remember, it's a buy, sell, and trade post. So you can sell, as long as it has anything to do with comic memorabilia. And sometimes it gets away with, like, cartoon memorabilia.
Yeah, I mean, and all that's fine. You know, I understand.
Comic books, action figures, stuff like that. So why this dude had a tree up his ass about this Walkman?
It was a Walkman. And he didn't even say nothing about the gems either. You know, I was waiting for him to say something about the gems. Like, dude, like, let it go. And I told him, I said, hey, man, just let it go. And he was like, no, it needs to be removed. It says Sony on it. If there's a Guardians of the Galaxy stamp on the back or something like that, then that's fine. So the guy, the one that was selling it, pulled up a picture and posted it, said, look, it's the same one. It says Sony on it, too. Does the one from Guardians of the Galaxy have a Guardians of the Galaxy logo on it? No, it does not. You know? So, and then I was like, look, man. I was like, he's telling you right there. It's a replica. It's an exact replica of what you see in the movie. Why can't he sell it? No, it's my rules, you know. It either gets taken off or he gets banned.
Oh, God.
And then somebody else, another admin came into it, right? And the second admin was telling, you know, I guess the group, you know, yeah, you guys need to calm down because now he has to go through all these shitty comments from everybody. And I said, look, again, I got involved. I had to say something. So I'm like, look, if, you know, there's all these comments and they're shitty like you say, isn't it professional enough to just say, hey, you know, stop it or, you know, take off some of the comments or whatever? I was like, I don't think that's professional at all, though, what you're doing. And I you know, exited out of the Facebook or whatever, and I was on my phone, and then next thing you know, I see a reply, right? So I go in to reply, and I click the post, and all of a sudden, there's nothing there. So I'm like, these fools banned me.
Yeah.
They took me and kicked me out. They booted me off the group over something like that.
David told me this, and cause it's been a while since I've been on there, and you know they have some cool stuff on there, you know, and so I go in there and buy, and I've bought a bunch of things from just random people, and like David said, it's like eBay, and you know, you it's almost like a trust, you know, because it's real easy for someone to say, well, I'm going to sell you the Spider-Man #1. Excuse me. the Spider-Man #1, and I'll send it to you for the amount of money, right? And you buy it, and you send it to PayPal, whatever, and then sure enough, in the mail you get it. If not, you don't, you know. So it's a trust thing. You got to be real careful.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And that was the one thing that I appreciated about the group. Yeah, was that everybody was being very truthful.
Yeah, and then they so like let's say you get your Spider-Man #1, right?
It's so delicious.
Spider-Man #1. And so you get your Spider-Man #1, you go back to the post and you say, hey, I bought this from David. Kudos. Thank you for the packaging, quick shipping, all that stuff. And then you get like some type of like sticker or some shit. They post something to that person so that indicates that he's a good,
good seller.
He's a good seller. Well, see, I had to run in with one of those guys too, and again, just like how David went to defend somebody, I did the same shit too. And there was no issue afterwards, because I would go back every now and then. And then when David told me the story and I went to go look too, I got banned too.
my thing, I think the big thing about it was, again, it was a group that I hadn't really like bought anything from.
Was it the first thing you said something in there?
It might have. No, I think I've said a couple things before, but it was this was the more drawn out. Like, this is the first time I've ever said anything like drawn out like that. You know?
Yeah.
So it wasn't even, you know, that I got banned from the group that bothered me. It was just mainly that, okay, if you're going to have a Facebook group, and again, I'm speaking out to everybody now. If you're going to have a Facebook group, don't be an asshole.
Yeah,
Don't be an
admins.
asshole admin. You know, you're there to be a moderator to protect the group as a whole, not just go on this power trip and say I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Mm-hmm. Like you're the one holding the damn gun.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody's getting out of hand, okay, warn them. Don't just start booting people left and right because of whatever reason, because you're having a bad day. That was the one thing I told him. I said, dude, it seems like you're having a bad day. You just need to like relax a little bit. Let it go.
Power trip.
And I don't think he appreciated that very much.
Well, whatever.
But there's another group out there though that John did add me to, or he invited me to, that I really do like a lot. And it's called Versus. And basically what it is, it's a group where somebody will post, like, say, Thor versus Captain America, right? And then people will discuss in the thread, like, who should win and why. And it's a good conversation. It's intelligent conversation. It's not like, fuck you, win.
There's no cussing in it, too. This is one of the cool thing, okay? Like David said, Thor versus Captain America. Who do you think would win? And real quick, right off the bat, people just start throwing out names. Just, Captain America, Thor. And the guy who posted it up will keep up with it and say, Captain America 8 and Thor 20. Yeah. And then, like, right after the count is over, bam, everybody starts talking about, well, no, they get into detail. And it's so cool,
man. It's an interesting conversation. And I find myself, I don't interact in there as much as I should, or as much as I really want to, but I'll go in and I'll start reading threads, and I'm like, this dude has a point, this dude has a point, so it's an interesting thing to be a part of. So if you're looking for a group just to kind of talk about whatever, it could be like, for instance, Hellboy versus that dude from Gargoyles. It could be anything like that.
I posted one up the other day. I put it was like a 3-way match. Raiden.
Threesome.
Raiden versus Shinobi versus Ryu Hayabusa.
Oh, the ninja guy. Yeah.
Like 3 ninjas going at it. You know what I mean? And sure enough, just people just, man, they go crazy on it because it's so cool to hear these. I mean, because you have to think about it like, well, Shinobi, I think he'd be the most human ninja type, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you think about Ryu.
Doesn't he have like some sort of like spirit in him or something like that?
Shinobi?
Yeah, no.
Ryu?
Yeah.
He has the dragon, like some demon blood in him or something like that. Yeah. So that's what we're saying. And then plus like his sword is made out of like a dragon's tooth. So,
and see, there's all these like variables that you have to think of. And it's an interesting thing to see people talk about it like that.
Yeah.
And talk about it like intelligently and talk about it right without getting butthurt about something or, and then to top it off, the admin on there.
They're cool.
What's his name? Joel, the main guy?
Joe. He has like an Iron Fist shirt on and everything. He's all,
Shout out to Joel. But Joel on there, he is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. What a moderator, what an admin should be. He does what it should be done.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't, go on a power trip and start booting people left and right. There has to be specific reasons that you're going to get booted.
Yeah.
For one.
There's arguing, cussing, racism, stuff like that. But none of that happens. And what's pretty cool is that some of these people actually have sent me friend requests and then now are my friends on Facebook, and then they're cool people,
So if you guys are looking for a group like that, a cool group,
another thing too, before David closes it, they have, like right now they have contests going on and stuff like that, and
banner contest, right?
Banner contest, yeah, and I think he has like some, I think he has a couple of things. I guess he'll win. I really didn't. I saw it, and it's join and go to it and check it out.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
I would suggest checking it out. It's Versus on Facebook. I think it's like, you can search for it like Versus, VERUS, and then exclamation point at the end.
Yeah.
Look it up and then ask to be added to the group. You'll get added pretty much almost automatically.
Yeah, and there's already a good. There's probably.
It's growing from when I joined on it.
Yeah, and it's cool, man, because like, besides the comic book store, where else can you go to talk about stuff like this? You know what I mean?
And
besides here with me and David, you know.
One of the things that used to bother me the most was the people that would like talk about comics, but they would get so like they thought that they knew everything.
Oh, the bullies.
They were bully nerds.
Bully nerds.
Is exactly what they would be, bully nerds. And like, okay, me and John, we know a lot. We know a lot about comics. Not tooting our own horn or nothing, you know.
Let me toot this horn.
But we know a lot about comics, a lot about games, a lot about movies, all that stuff. We have, vast knowledge of all this stuff. But if somebody comes up to me and says, hey, you know, what's this about? Or I don't know this. Or if they get like a fact wrong, I don't make them feel bad about it. You know, I politely correct them, or I'll you know, just be cool about it and be like, well, hey, you know, I think you're talking about, you know, this, you know, and I'll explain it from there. You have the bully nerds that are just like, well, in issue number 546, you know, panel 4, you know, it's like, dude, chill out. You know? We're all cool here, you know. I think we should like concentrate more on educating people about this stuff, you know, and teaching, rather than just saying, you know, thinking you know everything and making somebody feel bad about it. You know, there's no reason for that stuff. So anyway, just getting off my soapbox now. I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Okay. Because I made an Instagram post a while back that pretty much said the same thing. And it was just like one of those things. I was sitting on the couch and I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what has always bothered me? It was, you know, that. And I started thinking more about it. And I started remembering when I was a kid that I would have adult bully nerds, you know, trying to mess with me,
belittle your ass.
Yeah, trying to make me feel stupid, and I'm like 12, you know. So
you know what? I am stupid because I don't know this shit.
So
and
I hated
later.
That. I hated that.
And later is now.
And just like that's what I do with my son. I try to teach him all this stuff, as opposed to just, you know, having him not know anything and then somebody try to make him feel bad about it later.
You know what's really good is when you come across somebody like that, and then you put them in their place.
Oh, dude.
It's so awesome. It's almost like that Goodwill Hunting feeling.
Yeah. How you like them apples?
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
You know, man. But
you quoting Vickers? You don't know anything about Vickers. I don't know. Don't quote me on that quote, because I think I got it wrong.
You quote me on the movie, not the book, or that guy he's talking about.
But so anyway, off my soapbox now. I just wanted to say that real quick. Last week we got some heartbreaking news that legend horror director Wes Craven died. He passed away. He passed away, I believe. I believe it was from brain cancer.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I didn't even know he had brain cancer.
Ah, man.
Like, I maybe it's something that he just kind of kept to himself under wraps and stuff like that. But sad, man. It's real horrible.
You know what I think it is when you know, in the celebrity world, I guess, and when I think it's something really serious, they don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
And I guess it's like when you hear like, oh, Macaulay Culkin tripped and fell today.
Macaulay Culkin.
You know what I mean? You know, some stupid shit like that. Oh, he'll be fine, and they let you know what happened. But in this case, you have the one, the only Wes Craven.
That sucks, man.
You know, and David digs him a lot because he's a huge Freddy fan, you know. But not only did he make Freddy, but he made all the Scream movies, and then one of the most awesome movies in the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
The Last House on the Left.
Last House on the Left.
The original.
That one.
Awesome.
That movie is hard for me to watch.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. It's great. Yeah. It's hard for me to watch.
You want to talk about breaking barriers and shit? That movie is awesome.
It's so raw, and so like it feels like you're watching something happen like right in front of you, and that's why it's so hard for me to watch. And then they did the remake. He was still executive producer on it, but he didn't direct it, obviously. It didn't have that same feel to it. But he's, again, like John said, he's done all the Freddy movies. He was involved with most of the Scream movies, I believe. And it's a horrible thing to see him, you know, pass. He did The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah. Did he do 2 or just 1?
He did the first 2. Hills Have Eyes, the ones from the 70s or 80s.
Okay, yeah.
And then I think he executive produced the remake, and that remake one I really love. I really love the first one. The second one was so-so.
With the soldiers, right?
Yeah. I didn't like that one very much. It was okay, but
in the rape scene.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Stupid.
But oh man, speaking of the Hills Have Eyes remake, that part where they show the dad, like he's like tied
on
up
fire.
on fire. That's was crazy.
Yeah, that was
an intense movie.
Man, you want to talk about when you can't help somebody? I think that movie, that's what it was about.
Yeah.
It put you in a shitload of situations where
you feel like you're in a predicament where you just can't do anything.
Yeah, and it's just and then for a family to lose like the dominant one, the dad, it's like now what does the family gonna do?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Who do we look to?
And then didn't the boyfriend or like the husband of that girl end up being the lone survivor or something like that? I was like, that was the last person I thought was gonna survive.
I think so.
With the glasses?
baby, right?
Yeah.
With yeah.
I was like, that was the last person I thought was gonna survive in that movie. But so anyway, and I love like John said, I love Freddy movies. I've seen all of them. I don't know how many times, front to back, and nothing beats the first one. I still love watching the first one. It was when Freddy was really scary.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't like comedic Freddy too much there yet. Anyway.
Slasher.
He was still like scary guy, and the one scene that always still resonates in my head, especially like after I heard that Wes Craven died. The first scene that I could think of was Freddy walking down like that alley, and his arms keep like stretching out to the side or whatever. I don't know why that was the first thing that I thought of.
Freddy, the one scene that pops in my head a lot is where, and it's almost, I think it should be like put on a lot of things, is where he says, I was killed.
Oh yeah.
I was buried, and I was blah blah blah, and he goes, and then at the end he's like
I keep coming back or something.
Coming back.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's no stopping Freddy. You know what I mean? Another thing, it goes back to the versus thing. They not only comics with that, they do movies, cartoons, everything. It could be Fred Flintstone versus fucking Scooby Doo. You know what I mean? But in this case, they did what's that guy's name? Mongol. I don't know. More.
I don't know.
the dude from that movie we were talking about where he looks like the character, the Slipknot guitarist.
Oh, Bogul.
They did a Freddy Krueger versus Bogul. And he could probably be a badass, but there's no stopping the king of nightmares. You know what I mean? Because again,
there's no stopping Freddy.
There's no
Freddy will forever be an icon. It's weird though, because when you start really thinking about it, people love Freddy so much, including myself. I'm a big Freddy fan. But you start thinking about it and start thinking about Freddy's background, he shouldn't be a horror icon. He really shouldn't. He killed kids. He's a child killer.
Yeah.
But when they started developing him more as a character over the years, they added that comedic stuff to him and then kind of pushed all his background like off to the side where he never came back up again. That's when everybody was like, "Oh my God, it's Freddy!"
Slashers become heroes, man.
So, I'm a big Jason fan too.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. But that's one of Wes Craven's, like creations that I love so much, and it shows, to his it proves that his legacy is like gonna be huger, even now more than ever.
Yeah.
All of his movies are going to live on and find new audiences, and they're going to be just as popular as they are, as they were back then.
Just think if you had something autographed by Wes Craven and like Robert Englund.
Dude.
Well, and see, now you could do a Robert Englund signature, but now to get Wes Craven on there, man.
And it's one of those things. After he passed, everybody started putting these Instagram posts and stuff like that. And I saw a drawing of a headstone, and it said Wes Craven. It had the years, and it showed Freddy kind of like crying by his grave. And I was like, "Oh, little Freddy's crying." It's just, and again, I shouldn't be saying "oh," but anyway. So thank you to Wes Craven for all the stuff that he's created.
Thank you for the nightmares.
Yeah, and may his creations and his legacy live on forever and ever and ever. So, that being said, we're going to move on from something sad and go on to we're going to still keep the scary topic, scary theme
going.
Talk a little bit about something local to us.
Scary and local?
Yeah. When we were younger, we used to, when we were little knuckleheads, we used to frequent this place called Jeff Davis Hospital, and it was an abandoned hospital in our town of Houston, Texas.
Our town.
our town of Houston, Texas.
Our little town.
Where we ride our horses to work.
Fuck. Stupid.
And we eating that Bluebell ice cream, y'all. Sorry. Anyway, if you're listening to this, look it up. Look up Jefferson Davis Hospital in Houston, Texas, and you'll see what we're talking about. We used to go in there illegally. I like don't want to say it, but we used to go in there when we weren't supposed to, and go just hang out and look around.
Drink beer.
Yeah. That too. So we'd go in there and we'd look around, and it was the creepiest thing I've ever seen and experienced. You had old gurneys in there from probably the 60s or 70s.
Yeah.
I would say 70s. I think that's when it was it.
Yeah. Did I tell you I was born in that hospital?
See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, and it had to be like in the 80s.
No, it went further back. It was a regular hospital and all that stuff. And then later on,
that it closed down or whatever. It had to be like somewhere in the 80s.
Oh, when it closed down?
Yeah,
it had to be in the 80s. But like before it had closed down, it had become like a mental institution.
Yeah.
So like a lot of things happened there.
It was a mental institution for a while. And so we're walking through there and you start to see like old gurneys.
Yeah.
And
shit hanging out of windows and stuff like that. It's crazy.
And old wheelchairs and stuff tipped over. And it's the shit that you would see. I don't know if you've ever seen American Horror Story Season 2, Asylum. And there's like an old abandoned asylum that people go into to go check out and see there's paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
And it reminded me exactly of that because all the like imagery that you see in there, it's exactly the same as Jeff Davis.
Damn.
Scary as hell. And so we would mainly go there during the day. Mainly. Just to go see things so that way we saw stuff. But then there was one occasion that we actually decided to go at night. And we loaded up with beer with six packs and stuff like that, and we decided to go ahead and hit the place. Now, that place wasn't like a secretive place where nobody knew it existed. People would go there all the time. It was check stuff out.
It was almost and I'd hate to say it was almost like a contest to see whether you could not get caught because
almost
there was constantly surveillance on it.
Dude, it was right next door to a parole office.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Like and
literally next door.
There was like this trail in the back, and went through the gate. And you would go through the freeway, right? You'd park like a block or two down, and then you'd cut through like this trail, and it would go to the freeway, and you kind of did we jump into the street in the freeway?
Think no.
Okay,
no.
well we walked on the side of it.
Yeah, on the side.
You walk on the side, and you follow this trail all the way up, and then there's gates open. You go to the gate, and you go to the back, and then it's just like supposedly there was like a basement at one point in time, but then something had collapsed, and so it's kind of hard to get in.
There's also an incinerator, like an incinerator room, and that got burned down. I don't know because of the incinerator, but there was a fire there, and everything started like the roof collapsed in, and it's just like open roofed, and like you can't go in there though.
Yeah. And when we did go in there and everything, a lot of things happened, especially that night. We went to, which was the attic, and so we go in and we're having a good time, and sure enough, there's like another group of people there.
Yeah.
And it's like it's dumb, I guess, or not. It's funny, but it was kind of whatever. Well, we just looked at it as let's just fucking sit down and have a beer, right?
Yeah.
Let's watch what they're doing. And I'm gonna go. I need another. David's gonna.
Well, look, when we got there, we looked around, and honestly, it was kind of very irresponsible for us to do this also, because there isn't, like, right when you walk up the main steps to the place, there is an elevator shaft, and that elevator shaft has no elevator in it, and somebody could have easily fallen down that elevator shaft, you know, because I mean sometimes people would like pry it open just because.
Hell yeah.
And it's other times it would be closed. You know, we went in there pitch black. I think we might have had a flashlight or two.
We
maybe.
Remember we took the rope?
Yeah.
We took the rope and we tied that bitch around like the window and everything. So if anything were to go down, we hightail it out the window. And
oh, that's right. We did.
Remember that shit? We never used it.
We needed an easy escape.
Or did we? I think we did.
I didn't use it.
Oh, I used it.
Yeah. But so anyway, we walked in there again. Elevator shaft. It could have we could have easily like not looked, and somebody could have fallen down the elevator shaft.
Oh yeah.
But right next to it is a stairway. This stairway was freaking like narrow.
Yeah.
Like when you say narrow, it's narrow enough to just pretty much get your body through. You know, and it's like it goes. I don't know. Was it like a spiral?
Yeah.
Or was it like a U?
Yeah. It like a. It did like a 360. Yeah. You go up to the left, and then you cut right back.
And it goes all the way up to the attic. And we went straight up there to go hang out because we figured, you know, well, at least we're not walking around somewhere, and if somebody were to come in, they won't know that we're there, or they won't see us, you know? So we went up there, we started having some beers, and like John said, you know, there was another group around there. Did they go up there with us?
No, they were already there. They were
already there up there, right?
Yeah, they were already in there. And there was like 3 chicks and this one dude, right? And these 3 chicks are sitting, they had like a Ouija board, and it was like, okay, again,
it was the craft, dude.
It was so fucking funny. Like I said, it was interesting to see, I guess, for science. And then, but at the same time,
the fishnet shirt.
Yeah, you know.
Hey guys.
Do you want to summon the Lord of Darkness with us? And I was like, so
we're so goth.
And it, you know, we're sitting there, and I think remember we had a bottle. We had a bottle of vodka, and we're like, just no whiskey, and we're like passing it around, and we're watching these chicks, right? And they're like, would you join us? We're like, sure, you know, and a drink, and we sit down, and we're just talking amongst ourselves because these girls are like, remember they had like rings on the 4 corners of the Ouija board.
It was so stupid.
They're like, spirits of Jeff Davis Hospital.
They were talking some weird shit.
Use the 4 corners of this Ouija board, or the rings, or the crystals, and it was like they were like, we summon you. I'm like, I'm trying to summon a buzz, you know.
You're killing it, yo.
Oh, hey, check this. So we're sitting there and we're like giggling and laughing, and then the one guy there, he had a crowbar. Remember that?
Yeah.
Shit? And he's like, he's getting scared, right? And you know, now this is out of, you know, all the funniness or whatever. This one thing did happen. There was another guy up there, because a lot of, you know, drug addicts like to go in there. And I remember when we walked in, we saw that bum. It was a homeless man. I shouldn't say bum, whatever, but it was a homeless man. And he's sitting there and he's fucking, he's shooting up, right? And this door that you go in, it's like this big metal ass door. And so anyways, we're sitting there and all this happens. And then somebody dropped the fucking bottle down the elevator shaft.
Oh my god, yes.
Remember? And it did the damn movies thing. Ping, 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 pong. And, you know, everybody freaks out. Oh, the ghost are coming in. You know? So, and I think, I almost want to say, I think we did have a flashlight. I don't know if they had anything. I don't think they did.
But as soon as that happening, somebody turned off the flashlight to be an asshole. And they're like, ah!
I mean, that was me.
Everybody started freaking out. And I'm over there. I'm sitting there with my eyes, obviously my eyes open. I can't see a damn thing. But I'm like sitting there like,
what happened?
You know, if something's going down, I don't want to move. Like if something's going down.
Anyways, the group of girls, they go, and they run out, and they run out, and they end up getting busted.
Yeah.
Remember that? The cops are already down there.
Yeah.
They busted them.
Thankfully, they went down there.
The weird thing was, when we were leaving, we were right behind them, but we didn't fucking run off like idiots. The thing was, when we were leaving, the guy that was sitting there, you know, living it up,
Yeah.
he was gone. And we would have heard that door open.
Well, yeah. You see, who knows where the fuck you went?
Unless he fell through the fucking roof.
He went. It went through the wall. I don't know, but you know, that's one of those mysterious things that I don't know. Something happened.
Well, you know what? I'll see if we can back some of the story up, because we got pictures.
We do have pictures.
Pictures. I mean, like some creepy.
Okay. Look, speaking of pictures, I'm glad you said pictures, because I do remember one, and our friend Jeremy had taken. He used to always take like a old, you know, disposable camera, the ones you wind up, because those were the ones that, you know, you could catch the ghosts on, you know, right? I'm serious. No, seriously, it's a well-known fact, John. You could catch the ghosts on those cameras. All right, Kodak made a killing in the paranormal world.
Kodak made it happen. They were on to something.
So I remember specifically, he used to always carry those cameras with him, and we used to always take pictures when we were
Yeah.
And I remember he took one down the hallway on the first floor, and all you see is just hallway, you know?
Yeah.
And right at the end of the hallway, I remember seeing a face. There was something like at the end, very end of the hallway. Now, I know, you know, I remember him always saying, "Oh, you know, the orbs, you know, the orbs." now, okay, I'm not disproving that. I'm not saying, you know, that's bullshit, because that's possible. It's always possible. Right, but a lot of times, you know, especially in old places like that,
shit floating everywhere.
Dust comes up and they catch on the camera.
And it was perfect, man.
And it could be that.
All the other pictures he took, if you look at it, you just see shit coming out.
Yeah.
So it was kind of really hard to identify.
So,
anything.
But the thing is, I remember specifically seeing a face at the end of the hallway, and I was like, and it wasn't like just like a small face from somebody in the corner. It was a full size face at the end of the hallway.
You could see a grown up. It was a grown up. The face was more clear, but you could see the outline of the person.
Yeah.
And then below that person was
it was something, I can't remember what it was.
It was a little kid. It was a kid, and then it was looking up. So if you look at it, you can see like the bottom, you know, jawline, and you could. I mean, it was clear as fucking day.
And it was so strange because I don't want to say that I'm skeptical of all that stuff, but I'm one of those people that I'll say, you know, I believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
You know, so once I see the proof, then okay. Like all those fucking bullshit ghost hunter shows on TV.
Yeah.
That's stupid. It's entertainment.
It's not. You know what?
That's weird even calling it that. I don't even know if it's entertainment.
You know what I compare that to? It's like that TV show where they go and buy shit from like the
American Pickers.
No.
American.
Well, okay, I guess that could be in that category, but I'm talking about like the ones where they buy like those storage homes and shit, those storage places.
Oh, Storage Wars.
Okay, like that.
Yeah.
Like, do they find that shit in every fucking storage? And no. So what I think it is, like,
I think they plant stuff
it's
in
like those ghost hunters. You know, like really, like every house they hit up is gonna be something there. No, and like for real, okay, you got the ghost hunters, and then you have what are the other ones? Paranormal activity guys.
Ghost hunters in like Paranormal USA or some shit.
Well,
like
anyways, those two, right? One, they never find anything, or they may hear one voice or two.
Yeah.
And then the other one, they're always seeing somebody's getting possessed and shit, and he's like, "Don't touch me!" And
look, the whole episode, and this is what bothers me about that. The whole episode, they'll go on this hunt, and then at the end, they'll like do an overview of what they caught or whatever, and they'll look at all this stuff. Well, nothing's there. I'm like, wait, you hear that? He's like, no. He's like, no, listen. And they'll rewind it. And he's like, He's like, the fuck is that? Like, what is that? It doesn't prove anything. If you get, like, visual confirmation or, actual, like, a sentence or no, leave me alone, then okay, I believe it. But, so anyway, back to what we were talking about. I'm normally a guy that I will believe it when I see it. I saw it that one time, and it freaked me out. It did. It like truly did. I don't get freaked out very easily, but it really did. And then I remember going to the cemetery after that, and I think it was the same day. I want to say.
Yeah.
And we decided to drive through a cemetery.
Yeah.
You know, on the trail, not through the gravestones.
Yeah.
No, on the roadway. And we got out. We went to the very back. I remember. Parked the car. We all got out, drank some beers. And then Jeremy, again with his... started taking pictures.
He's in this picture.
Yes.
And this...
I know. And then he started taking pictures everywhere. And then he's like, hey, man, take a picture with me by this tree.
And he grabs his beer and he does his number.
And he's posing. And then, obviously, we didn't think anything of it. It was a disposable camera. It's not automatic. You can't see
gotta
anything.
wait.
We had to wait. Like a week later, he calls us like crazy. I remember. He called us all individually because he was calling me on the phone. And he's like, dude, you gotta see this. Oh my god, you gotta see this, man. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what? And then I remember we all got together. It might have been either that night or the next night or whenever. And he brought all the pictures. And the picture in question was of him holding the beer right by like this tree and like a gravestone. And there is somebody holding a lantern. Like almost like coming from behind the tree.
It almost looks like it
looked fake.
It was fraud, man.
It looked like it honestly, it looked like it was fake to me because you could see it. You could see the person. It wasn't like a blurry, version of it. And there was no way that he could go and do that after the fact.
Yeah.
This was
especially at the time.
With the time that we were in or whatever, you had to go get that stuff developed.
And how do you develop a fucking...
It was like really strange to me. And again, that was another one of those things I'm like, okay, I believe it. I don't want to see that picture no more. And then I remember asking him like years later, I'm like, dude, because I was trying to I was telling somebody about it. And I'm like, dude, you had the picture? And he's like, I burned those a long time ago.
I don't believe him.
You think he's holding on to them?
I think he still has them.
You think so?
Yeah, I remember him saying that he didn't know what he did with it. Then I heard him say that he left them at a friend's house or some shit like that. I think he still has them. That motherfucker clings on to shit like that.
I don't know, man.
Cling
on. Gosh, dog. Anyway, sorry. That's something that if that was mine, I would not want.
I'd frame the shit out of that.
I would probably put it in a drawer somewhere. I wouldn't want that out there. And if somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, you ever seen it go?" Fuck yeah, I have. Yeah.
I'd frame it. Because even if I was gonna hide it,
it's crazy.
It's so
because you see and hear about all this stuff. You never really get to see it firsthand,
And you know what? Even though we knew that, the next week
we went back.
We went back and got drunk at the cemetery.
Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we have more stories about that, but I wanted to talk a little bit about that story in particular, and I'm glad you said pictures because that reminded me. But crazy place. If you guys have ever gone to a scary place like that or an abandoned place like that, let us know. I really want to hear your story.
Bring it up. You know what? You guys watching, y'all can post shit up on here. Just say something when you hear. I
want to hear your stories. If you ever have experienced anything like that, that'd be freaking awesome to talk about on here. I would love to tell your story. So let us know. Just recently, was it this past Friday? They had Star Wars Force Friday.
Force Friday, yep.
A lot of shit was released, man. A lot of shit. This was the Friday that they released all the Star Wars, The Force Awakens memorabilia, merchandise, and all that stuff. And I didn't really realize how big it really was until the next day.
Yes.
So, there was everything though. You had lamps, piggy banks,
Legos.
Yeah, you had blanket sets, Legos, yeah.
Christmas ornaments.
They
had the Christmas ornaments, but the ornaments are the X-Wings, the TIE fighters, the TIE bombers.
Stuff.
No. From the new ones.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And classics, the Millennium Falcon.
Falcon.
And but it's weird, but everything's out. Lightsabers.
Yeah.
The 4-foot ones or 3-foot?
Oh yeah,
those are out. Those
are freaking huge.
The 3-inch figures, the 6-inch figures, the Black Series, I think there's 2 different black series, right? There's like a small black series, and then there's the big black series.
Like the 3.75 inch or something like that. And then like the big old 7 inch.
And then the regular 3.75 inch figures. Everything. Man, David, I'm freaking out. That night, the reason why, because that night, or that Friday, I went to a store, and I went to go pick up one of the stormtroopers, right? Gone. Everything's just fucking gone.
Ransacked.
I went to a big bad toy store, gone. I told David about it. He was like, I know everything's gone over here. But what's running through my mind is how cool this feeling for Star Wars for Star Wars to be so cool the way it is, because it's been a while, man. I guess the name goes perfect with it too. Is that how long it's been? That Star Wars really wasn't like a thing. You know what I mean? Because it really lost a lot of its its hype around those new movies. We won't talk about.
And it's funny because when I first heard of it, again I was like, what's the Force Friday? What the fuck is that?
Mm-hmm.
And then I started seeing more about it. I'm like, oh, okay, all the stuff's coming out. And then I told my wife about it, and she was like, oh, you're going to go, right? She's like, I guess you're going to go. I guess, whatever. I'm like, no, I'm not going to go. What are you talking about? She's like, oh, okay. I mean, that's fine. And then I started looking at everybody's Instagram posts and stuff like that, and people were posting up what they got.
Hell yeah.
And their figures and stuff. I'm like, oh, I should have gone.
You fucking went, man.
So I tell my wife, I'm like, man, look at this shit. Like, it's freaking awesome. And then she's like, well, you should go. Go get something. Like, I don't have nothing no more,
that
probably.
Fucking pride, man.
Man, I bet you don't even have anything anymore.
Hey,
whatever, man.
I don't know if you knew this, but they had Force Friday at Minute Maid Park.
They did.
People showed up to the Astros. Who are they playing? Boston, I think, right now. And people showed up in fucking
Star Wars gear and shit?
Star Wars gears. I'm talking, my niece, she showed up. She had the buns and she had Yoda on her backpack.
Ah, that's funny.
You know what I mean? And the shirts, they were like the baseball athletes.
Yeah.
With like Darth Vader's helmet on.
Cool.
They were selling shirts like that. So it was like, it was pretty cool. People walking around. It's almost like going to the theater when one of the movies comes. And you know what? That's going to be cool. That's going to be so cool.
That's going to be insane.
December.
Honestly,
you're going to go to the movie theater and seeing a fucking Wookiee walk by you.
Honestly, if this Force Friday stuff was as big as it was right now, you can only imagine, how it's going to be when the movie comes out.
Almost like a little con, but for a movie.
Pretty much. Obviously I told my wife, I'm like, I probably have nothing no more or whatever. I was all bummed out kicking rocks and shit, right?
Rocks.
And after a while, I was like, I'm just gonna go to the store to see if I find anything. Everything was gone. Everything. The only thing I think that was left was like some lightsabers and some Lego sets.
Yeah.
And that was about it.
That's how it was over there on my side of town.
The only two figures that I really want right now are Captain Phasma, which is a silver, stormtrooper.
Bounty hunter, right? He's a bounty hunter?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Right? She. Oh, that's the girl?
Yep.
I knew there was a female.
She.
Wait a minute. Why doesn't it have...
I don't know. Anyway. They're hiding the boobs.
Yeah, they're hiding.
And Kylo Ren. I didn't know, like, in figure form, I didn't know how he was going to look. And then when I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, I want it. I want it so bad. And I regret not going. And I'm kicking myself still right now to this day. Not going.
You know what? This is what pisses me off about this, because what helps the hype and everything is that while the same day, while being at I went to Walmart. While being at fucking Walmart, I looked on eBay and everything's there. So the assholes that got a hold of them, the first ones to get a hold of them were the assholes.
Yeah.
So what I mean by assholes are the ones who were going to charge me,
scalpers,
David, you, the fans, fucking a figure that probably cost $18.99 that comes out to $21 and change. Now, if you go online, they're like $40, $75, $100 and something dollars.
I saw,
sucks,
again,
man.
like a little bit after that, I was like, well, let me look on eBay just to see what's up. That Kylo Ren figure that I wanted was going for $150.
God damn.
Like, my jaw dropped, and I'm like, what the fuck, you know?
But you're talking. I think David's talking about the Kylo Ren in the Black Series.
The Black Series one. It's kind of like, it's a bigger one.
Yeah.
And it looks freaking cool. I think that's the one that you can take the hood off.
It has like a cloth hoodie. If you don't know what the Black Series is, the Black Series comes in hence the name, a black box, okay? It's the ones that you were passing up when Han Solo was out and the fucking Stormtrooper and Luke from Return of the Jedi, those ones that nobody wanted to buy, or when the white Boba Fett came out, the ones that people were buying, but
the prototype ones,
those black ones, they're in a small little package and everything.
Now everybody's like, oh my god, I need to get the Black Series. I need to get the Black Series. You know, so it's an insane run for this Force Awakens stuff. I love it. Like you were saying, like you were trying to saying earlier, it's a good feeling to get like excited for Star Wars stuff again.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's been so long, and that's exactly why.
The Force Awakens.
Yeah. But no, that's exactly why. Like when they were first talking about it, I was kind of like, well, I don't know. Star Wars, I guess.
Yeah.
And then when I saw everything, it renewed me again. And I was like, oh my god, like Star Wars, it looks so freaking cool.
It is. And you know what? There was another thing I was thinking.
It's still those little BB-88 like gyroscope remote control things. The little droid.
That new one where you control your phone and everything.
Yeah, and it like rolls by itself and stuff like that.
I saw a video on that thing.
So cool, man.
That thing is awesome, man.
So cool.
One thing about the what's going on right now with everything being gone, and just know that they will restock shelves,
Just know that we're here for you.
Yeah.
Emotionally and internetally. So if you ever need some support, we are here for you. I truly mean that.
Yeah, me too.
From the bottom of my beer.
From the bottom of my beer. But they will be back out.
I'm sure they will, but see, because
I wanted to go and buy that fucking $70 fucking Stormtrooper.
Yeah, see, the thing is that they will restock. I'm sure they will. But everybody's going to have that same idea too. So they're going to be calling.
Yeah.
I would suggest call to find out when they're getting new shipments in.
Yeah. And
time your visit to the toy store or Walmart or Target around that time, so that way you're one of the first.
Yeah. There, the one that David was talking about that he was looking forward to, Captain Phasma.
Captain Phasma.
That's not being issued out in regular stores.
That's a good point. Yes,
we just found that out. It was actually issued through
Disney Store. It looked like it was a Disney Store exclusive. Now I might be wrong, but from what we saw,
it had the sticker on.
It had the Disney Store logo.
Yeah, almost like how Toys R Us identifies their stuff, their legacy stuff. Their legacy figures they put only at Toys R Us.
Toys R Us exclusive type of thing. So that's interesting to see too. But I'm just glad to see Star Wars stuff. Like,
oh yeah.
I'm glad to see everybody get excited again for Star Wars stuff. So hopefully The Force Awakens is going to be badass.
I think it is.
I think it is too.
Are they planning on releasing a movie every year, or is it?
I don't think it's going to be every year. I think, because, right now, The Force Awakens is going to come out in December. They're already filming Star Wars Rogue One, which is just a standalone, like almost like an in-between, like before Star Wars, in between Episode 3 and Episode 4.
Uh-huh.
And then they're gonna do Episode 8 after that, and then I think they're gonna be doing that Han Solo Boba Fett movie.
There's the Boba 6 Fett movies in development that they want to make. 6.
Yeah. So we're gonna be seeing Star Wars for a long time.
What they're gonna do is you're gonna have 3 Star Wars movies, right? Or Star Wars Awakens, and then you're gonna have one in the middle, which I think he said.
The standalone ones in the middle.
And then Star Wars, what is that? What are we up to?
Episode 8,
and then another standalone movie, and then 9, and then a standalone movie. So it's going to be like...
Now, I wonder if these Star Wars, like the episode, films are very popular. I'm wondering if they're gonna keep going. I wonder if they're gonna keep the story going. Thing is, it's okay. Disney owns Star Wars now.
Yeah.
Right?
They can do.
So if they see that, okay, this is something that we can keep going or further, I bet you, I'm certain that they will.
Hell yeah.
I just hope that they don't take it down to the point where people are like, oh, this is watered down now. Star Wars should be something that is considered, well, I mean, like they call it a saga.
Mm-hmm.
Something that should be like kept on a pedestal, and it's like, oh my god, this is the greatest group of movies besides Episode 1 ever.
Yeah.
I hated Episode 1. Fuck Jar Jar Binks. Sorry. Anyway, we're done with Star Wars for now.
All right.
The one thing that I really wanted us to get into, and that it slipped our mind already, was Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. It has now been released, and we have played it.
Yes, we have.
I have played it for about 20 hours.
Yes, this asshole right here, I wanted to talk to him, and he released a fucking update. If you need me, I've gone dark.
Yes, pretty
shit.
much. Pretty much.
I was like, we're going to talk about this shit tonight.
I'm like, look,
I called him, no answer.
And then I called you back. And then
You didn't?
Yeah, I did. I thought I did.
No, you did. I the next day.
No, you texted me. You're like, have you played it yet? I'm like, no, it was before it came out.
It was the next day,
It was before
buddy.
it came out. And I was like, no, I haven't played it yet. Yeah, you call me later or something like that. And you called me and I didn't answer.
Yeah.
But, so we've been playing it. I've been playing it for about 20 hours in total so far. Not in a row, not straight.
God dang it.
And I am at 6%.
Yeah.
20 hours at 6%. That's freaking insane.
I am on the same boat as David. I've been playing. The first day I got it the day it came out. Doors open at 11. I played from 11 to 12:30 that night. So I played 11 hours. 11. I know. Whatever. Fuck you. But I mean, I'm in the process of moving from homes and everything. So the next day I didn't really get to play as much. David and our other friend David, they've just been on it. And Escamilla, he's ahead of us. And he's been playing for a couple days.
You said he had 20%, something like that?
Yes. He's been playing 3 days straight, and he's only at 20% on the game. This game is fucking vast, people. This game is huge.
Honestly, okay, I started the game, and I was so excited. I was giddy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, oh shit. And I started playing it, and it's a little bit more difficult than I remember a Metal Gear Solid game to be.
Yeah.
Right? It's interesting because you get basically the first hour or so maybe is mostly a tutorial.
Yeah.
Type of mission or tutorial type of thing where you're kind of getting used to stuff, and then you get to the base, your mother base, and you get sent out to missions from there. And the missions that you get, I will say that the one thing that kind of bothered me a little bit was that it's not in the usual traditional Metal Gear Solid.
No, it isn't.
Format.
No.
It's and this is how I know now what Kojima was talking about and why he released Ground Zeroes when he did, to kind of get people ready for it, because it's more like you're going on missions type of thing. It's not like a continual storyline.
You know what? And I think because of, like David said, that since this game is so different, and I think it comes with the background when you have an environment that's so open. They have to change it, so they make you do these missions. Not like on the regular Metal Gear ones, there's one direction and one direction only. You can't do missions. You know what I mean? So you're
keeping to the story.
You're keeping to the story, and you're keeping to this one area. And I'm sure that this one area, there's another area, or whatever base. I guess. You know what I'm thinking? There's going to be some attack.
See, the thing is that they had a plan. Konami had a plan, with Metal Gear Solid 5 that on September 1st when it was released, Metal Gear Online would, come out or be up, and basically what it is that when you start the game, you're connecting to the server, you're connecting online, right?
Yeah.
So while you're playing and you're building your base, yonder, way out there, you know what I mean?
Yonder.
Way out there, the attacks can come in. People can attack your base while you're on a mission somewhere.
Oh, shit.
So that was the purpose of that.
But
you know what I mean? But the thing is that since launch,
it's been down.
It's been up and down with connections.
Hold on, real quick. To go off of it, when you started yours, did you get the notice? Did it tell you in the beginning?
Yeah.
Mine said it was down.
See, well, mine said it was down when I first started it.
Yeah.
And then I logged out to upload the Ground Zero's save data.
Okay.
Right?
Wait, what?
Yeah. You can if you load up Ground Zeroes, you can upload it to your Xbox Live or whatever, and then go into Phantom Pain, and then download your save data from Ground Zeroes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I have Hideo Kojima at my base because I saved him.
Yeah.
Right.
Where is he in mine? So I guess I need to do that. I guess yeah.
So anyway, I was actually able to connect for that.
Uh-huh.
And then literally I started playing Phantom Pain. And I was kind of like, well, I don't know if I want to connect to the internet right now because I'm still kind of getting used to it. I told you. I don't. Yeah. You could. I was like, I don't want an attack to happen, and then I'm over here doing this, and I'm still not used to the game.
Yeah.
And then literally right when I said that, it said disconnected from server.
Huh.
So it cut out, and then I'll get a notice every so often when I start Phantom Pain that we're sorry about the connection issues and all these notices that maintenance is going on right now. I'm like, this is gonna happen just like Metal Gear Solid 4 all over again.
Yeah. So, and keep in mind, people, David's playing on PS4 and I'm playing on Xbox One. So I think that's where the difference is. Is that I think Xbox One is just not ready right now.
But graphics wise, they're almost the same. Just like Batman, when I was talking about Batman to you, graphics wise, they're almost the same. Usually there's a little bit of a difference here and there, but this was to the point where I couldn't really spot a difference too far. So far anyway. Yeah, I mean, the game itself is awesome. I love playing the missions. Each mission, I'm about in mission 9 right now or something like that. And each mission I'm taking about an hour and a half to complete. And it's extensive. It'll have you immersed in it. And you're playing, you're like, oh my God, I gotta sneak this way to do this.
Yeah.
See, but I got so tired of that after a while. After this, I don't know, say the second time I died in the mission or third time I died in the mission, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, guns blazing.
Yeah.
I started sniping everybody out and, just running in, shooting everybody.
Do you,
I've gotten so good with a sniper rifle though. It's insane.
You know what, I've messed with it a couple times and it's kind of difficult, man.
Dude, you need to start using it more. You'll love it. I've racked up about 20 headshots in one mission.
One thing I've noticed with Boss, and like David said, guns blazing. Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I'll run through a camp, and Boss he runs pretty fast. And what I'll do is I'll run up to him and then do CQC.
Oh yeah.
And then beat the shit out of him, and then run. And what I'll zigzag through. Yeah, because although the AI is real smart on the game, they kind of, when you zigzag through, they kind of don't hit you.
They don't hit you.
So then that gives me the opportunity to get close to them and then take them down.
The AI is very smart in that game. I was really surprised at that.
The whole flashlight thing, they're like, what is that?
Yeah.
And then they'll go over there and
I mean, dude, I'll crawl through somewhere, right? And usually for instance, Metal Gear Solid 3, you could hide in the grass. Literally hide in the grass, and they will walk straight, right next to you, walk right by you, and go away, whatever. This one, you stay in the grass, and they'll kind of what is that? And they'll get closer. I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And then next thing you know, it does that slow motion thing.
Yeah.
So, and then I'll just turn around with my shit, just headshot.
You know what? That's one thing I like about that is that
it gives you some time.
If you get shot and you go to the ground, if you're on your stomach, if they shoot you and you go to your stomach, he can flip around and then aim from the ground and shoot up. You know,
and it'll buy you a little bit. The way they do it in slow mo like that, it'll buy you a little bit of time to do something.
Trip ups. Have you seen the trip ups?
No.
When you're like, one guy walked up to me one time, and I hit him, and I just hit him in the legs, and he went down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
See, I've sniper rifled somebody's like ankle.
Really?
And their leg like flew back and they went forward into the floor. So it's like that sort of like little thing like that. That I was like, oh my God, that's cool, you know?
There's so much.
I shot people in the butt.
I've talked. Again, I was talking to Escamilla, our good friend, and he mentioned, he was like, you have to think about how many, like, for certain things, because his game is just so damn long.
It's big.
There had to have been like a huge group of people attacking one part of this game and another big ass people
dude,
on this other part of the game.
See,
it's so fucking big.
And this is why it's so big and so immersive that I feel like this is why there was problems with Kojima and Konami, because like you said, there was probably so many people working on this game and so much money being spent. You know, that Konami was probably like, I don't know, man. You know, like, I don't know if we should, like, do this. But it's so big that everybody's going to be playing it for a very long time. You know? And it's just one of those things that I just can't, I can't put down right now at the moment. I thought I was, like, big on Batman right now. This is freaking insane.
Dude, this knocked Batman out of the park.
Yeah.
Because
okay, look at this.
David tried to put it. David was trying to get this is the limited edition.
This is the collector's edition.
The collector's edition. He tells me, John, go on Amazon. Are you gonna get it? And I was like, oh, I already got it pre-ordered through GameStop. And he's like, all right, man. He goes, but just so you know, Amazon, it's going in and out. Like they're coming in with stuff, because you gotta remember, GameStop. They sold out in their special edition. I think it's the fastest one. It was like 15 minutes.
Yeah. I was kind of bummed out because I was out of town at that time, when like a couple days before it was coming out, and I was really bummed out because I feel like, I was like, man, I want to get this collector's edition, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I was calling Best Buy, I was calling Target, calling everybody, and nobody said that they had it. And then I kept checking Amazon. Amazon said it was out of stock because the pre-orders have been going on since March, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I got home and just first thing I opened my laptop and I refreshed Amazon, and it came up. I'm like, so I'm like, shit. I'm like, oh my god. So I click. I was already signed in, thankfully. So I'm like, click, and it said it was purchased. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right?
Got it.
I'm like, you're kidding. I looked at my wife, Monica. I'm like, this has to be a mistake. I don't know. Like, this has to be a mistake. And even then, even after everything was finalized, I was like, you know, I had this feeling that it's going to get canceled. Like, my order is going to get canceled. Because I've talked to so many people, and Best Buy does that, like, crazily. Like, you'll pre-order something. Next thing you know, like, well, we didn't have that much in stock, so we got to cancel your order.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Thankfully, that wasn't the case, and I was able to get the collector's edition, like you were saying on Periscope. Anyway, it comes with I don't know what the scale of this is, but it's a miniaturized size of Snake's bionic arm, and it's cool. You can move the fingers like they're real intricate, you know. And the thumbs and all that stuff, you can spin the hand around a little bit. I think this comes out as just a stand, so I can like put it in my sleeve and
like a baby,
baby arm. But the other thing, it comes with
baby better.
It comes in this cool box, this cool Diamond Dog box, and the way it looks like it's like a leather type of look. It's cardboard, but it looks really cool. It has a Diamond Dog emblem in the front. You open it up,
Diamond Dog,
and it comes with, obviously, the game sits here, the arm sits here, and then it has a steel book that it comes with as well.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That has a documentary.
Oh.
A documentary on the making of the game in it, right?
Man.
Now, I don't know that there's going to be... I don't think that there's going to be anything like, hey, this is the troubles that we were having with Konami, but...
This is the fun we had making this game.
But this is really interesting. I really can't wait to check it out. I still haven't watched it yet because I've been playing the game too much. But, man, it was one of those things I still could not believe that I was able to get a hold of one.
I was kicking myself because, again, like I was saying, David told me, go on Amazon, man. It's on and off. And I went on Amazon, and sure enough, it was on. They had the little sign that it had Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. But I wanted to get the Gears of War edition. Yeah. The new anniversary edition from the Gears 1.
The Ultimate Edition.
The Ultimate Edition, and I wanted to get it, and plus I already had pre-ordered it. And I knew that I wouldn't be able to get this special edition one, so I was like, all right, whatever. Well, and then while on Amazon looking at it and see all this stuff that it comes with and everything, I was like, fuck, man. The game alone itself, everybody knows you're paying like $60, $65 for the game, right? Well, this is $100. You're not too far from $100.
That's exactly what my thing was.
And then it dawned on me, man, you know what? I should have got the fucking stuff.
And did yours come with a map? Yours came with a map, right?
Yes, mine did, yeah.
So anyway, we're talking about how big this was, how big this game is. This is just a sample. This is the map that comes with the game itself. And see here. This is Afghanistan. So you're like, say, you are here, right? You're like this little blip in this huge area. And you have so much to play with. So much, like, stuff to go around. You can do your missions, as well as, like, they have a free roam option where you can just run around and collect things for your base, which I'm probably going to start doing soon. But it's just crazy to see how big this freaking game is. It's like 10 times bigger than like Metal Gear Solid 1. 10 times, or like maybe like 7 times bigger than like Ground Zeroes.
Damn.
Itself.
And Ground Zero is pretty, man. I don't know. Okay, now I don't know if you've heard this, but there's so, like David was saying, there's so much that's gone into this game. There's a lot of cool things. Music wise, there's a lot of the 80s music. Everywhere you go.
Well, speaking of music, and I'm like ashamed to even like say it. When the first song that you collect on there is "The Man Who Sold the World."
Yeah.
Right, from David Bowie. I had freaking no idea that it was a cover song. I saw, it was playing, and I'm like, why do I know this song?
It's Nirvana covered it.
Yeah.
Nirvana.
I'm like, why do I know this song? And I'm like thinking about it, like, and I'm singing along with it too, and I'm like, I know the lyrics. Where do I know it from? And I'm like, fucking Nirvana, dude. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god, like, how did I not snap that it was a cover?
That song goes so awesome in the beginning. It was made for this game, and throughout the game, any base you go to or whatever, you come around, you come across a bunch of radios and stuff, and then you have the privilege to take the tape.
Yeah.
And
how many songs do you have?
7.
7?
7 or 8.
Oh, I don't have that many. I have like 3.
Man, yeah, dude. I've been looking.
I have Rebel Yell.
There's Easter eggs.
Is there really?
One of the Easter eggs in one of the radios is the PT.
Oh yeah. I did see it. I did hear about that. I haven't heard it myself, but I saw about that.
Now, this is so cool because I think this is like the closest, as being an Xbox owner, this is the closest I can get to.
It's a tape that you can collect?
Yeah. And it's the recording of, remember when you walk in and it's like there's
a family got called in. Yeah.
It's that recording. And there's some other recordings and stuff like that and everything.
That was cool. That was really cool to add him, for him to add it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, I will tell you. Do you know about a decoy?
What do you mean, No.
You can throw out decoys. I haven't experienced it myself. I haven't got that far, but I hear that there's a decoy that you can throw out, and you know how sometimes it's like a dummy of somebody or whatever.
Okay.
To catch the attention of the soldiers. there's a decoy of the ghost from PT.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The woman.
Yeah, the woman.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
So that was pretty cool to hear about. I can't wait to kind of experience that myself because, again, I'm so sad about PT. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Silent Hills. Shout out to you. Oh wait, I'm not gonna.
There's another one I heard, and this was pretty cool. In the beginning, like David said, you or did you? Or maybe it was just something we were talking about.
What?
Well, anyways, yeah, we were talking about it, and this was off recording and stuff like that. But in the beginning, you get to
sorry, yeah, I'm flipping off Periscope.
you build your character, right? Like you make him and all that stuff. You put the birth date and everything. Well, when you make your base and everything, when your birthday comes around, when you go to your base on your birthday, everybody's there. They're waiting for you to greet you with the birthday cake.
With the cake, right? Yeah, I heard about that.
Like all your troops and everything that you've collected over all the course of playing this game. Everybody's there and they throw you a birthday party on the game. I thought that was pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Kind of like silly, I guess, in a way, but at the same time, it is fucking cool. There's, I like, we haven't gotten, we're scratching the fucking surface,
man. I mean, it's so like, it's so big, it's insane.
I see us talking about this again, maybe
for the next 2 or 3 episodes.
Oh my god, man.
It's just so much. There's so much to deal with, and you get you're doing these missions. And you get little pieces of the story, like every 2 or 3 missions or something like that.
And there's side ops too.
And I love those skulls, the skull like troops or whatever, the skull unit.
Oh yeah,
like those zombie looking ones or whatever. I fought them already, and I was able to take out, I think it was like 3 of them or something like 4 of them, but. It was that mission specifically. I was like, "Oh man, this is awesome! Like this is really cool."
You know, when I kind of like a movie scene, that part when you fight them, you're in that cul-de-sac
like
or whatever it is,
like a pit type of thing.
Yeah, and I went and hid like in the cave, right? And I'm up against the wall, like I'm out of ammo. I don't know what to do. Well, the thing is. In the beginning of the game, you collect these people, these engineers, these people who can develop weapons, arms, intelligence and stuff like that, and medical. These people build things for you, and there's a reason why they're there. So you take them, you change them to your side, and they become a diamond dog.
Yeah.
You know. Well, I forgot you can do this, but you can call in ammo, and they drop. A fucking.
Yeah.
What's that shit? That movie. Catching Fire movie, or
they throw like the ammo supply on a parachute.
Well, I called in ammo, and those motherfuckers are out there. These like what we the skull unit.
Skull unit.
These guys are like, man, they're badass.
They're
fast, right? I'm no ammo, so I don't want to go out there. So I call in an ammo drop, and I sit up against the wall. I'm like I go and take off running. Collect the ammo, reload. Oh, I hate reloading. And reload, and it's just like, it's not, he's right there, shoot him. No, it's you see, and you have to follow him.
Like a mist almost.
And it's such awesome so cool. Battle scene.
It's one of those things that, again, I forgot about the ammo drops too, and then once I started remembering, like, I'll be in the middle of a mission, and I'll run out of ammo. I use a sniper rifle mainly, so I'll run out of ammo, and I'm like, click, click. I'm like, oh shit! I run away. I do an ammo drop, and I'll keep running. The one thing that I haven't tried yet is the support. My support troops. I haven't even touched that yet. So, and I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting not to kill everybody.
You knock them out?
Well, I try to remember to knock them out instead of killing them. I end up killing everybody half the time.
Me too.
I'm like, well, I need to build up my mother base. I need to get more troops over there, turn them, whatever. And I forget about that half the time. Now, I have heard that you can get by without even having to do all that stuff. But it does help. It makes things a little easier because you can develop more stuff, obviously. Yeah. It's funny when you get to mother base and you have the troops that are there, and you like, you know, whoop their ass or whatever, beat them up, and I'm like, thank you, Snake.
Thank you, boss. Yeah.
You know, thank you, boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you suck up.
Yeah, we're here for you. Like when Ocelot's like, he's like, practice on some of your men, and then like one dude walks up and he's like, I'm here for you, boss.
I'm here for you, boss.
Yeah.
Beat him up.
You're here for the ass whooping, and you whoop his ass, and like, it'll be, thank you, boss. It was a privilege. And then,
and it's funny, and that's one thing. If you're concentrating on trying to build your mother base, then it's very important for you to go back there every so often.
Every so often, yeah.
And just talk to or run by people, whatever. Let them salute you, because then that builds up morale.
Yeah.
In your staff, and you want that because then everybody's gonna get. I had a notice when I was on a mission. It popped up and it said, four of your soldiers got into a fight or something like that. Two of them are in the brig. I'm like, oh shit, I can't do anything about that, I guess.
Another thing too, I've because you kidnap people, you know, you.
Essentially, that's what you're doing.
I've kidnapped so many people. I got like 217 people waiting in the waiting room.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I need to do more than that.
Yeah.
I'm killing everybody.
Really? Okay, because like, because I think you have like 4 levels, right? Yeah. It's like intelligence, medical, armory, and then infantry.
Yeah. It's medical, intelligence, R&D, which creates all the weapons. And then I think you have like base operations.
God damn, look how far his finger goes back.
Sorry.
Anyways,
this one's worse.
That's gross.
You have base operations, which, you know, they're the ones that help, you know, develop and build the base. and yeah, I mean, it's interesting whenever you do it like that. When you go back to your mother base after it's kind of like been built a bit, like the platforms, you look at it, you're like, this is freaking huge.
Yeah.
It is big, you know, there's no playing around with this.
One thing that it shows you, when it shows you the four different groups that you have, it tells you like 20 and 20, so that means that you have 20 people in this group, 20 people in this group, 30 in this one, and 40 in this one. And then in your waiting room, like I said, I have 217. So let's say you get attacked, right? You get attacked, people die. Well, you have 217 people there waiting to replace these other guys, you know what I mean? So it's pretty neat, you know. So it has you constantly trying to...
Have you been collecting weapons and stuff like that?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I haven't been able to, like, retrieve, like... the
big things,
The big things, yeah. I haven't been able to do that yet.
I tried so much.
I know, the balloons pop. I kind of wanted to shoot a balloon from, like, a guy in a balloon. Boom, you know, to see...
It's so fun. It's so funny to see him, because you see him kind of, like, go up. You go...
If you don't know what David's talking about in Batman: The Dark Knight, when Batman goes to Hong Kong and he retrieves that Chinese guy.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of that.
The belt up to that guy and he releases that balloon.
The Fulton recovery system.
There you go. That's what they do in the Metal Gear game. And you can knock them out, and it's funny because when you knock them out and you hook them up to the retriever thing, they wake up in the middle of it, and then they wake up to boom,
they'll scream so loud.
And then have you ever had like the people notice like what? Oh, and they're like they got another one. So stupid.
Okay, and you can do animals too. You can do Fulton recovery animals. I've done a bear.
I did the bear.
I've done a bear. I've done a bear. I've done a vulture. It goes.
You did a vulture.
Yeah. I haven't done a rat yet though. It's a crazy intricate, like, you know, and so huge landscape. I don't know what's gonna be coming after, like, say you leave Afghanistan. That'll be for another podcast. I'm still like I think I'm like right at the end of that, so I'll find out what's gonna happen after that soon. But we'll go ahead and talk about that on the next episode. Definitely, for sure. Like I said, we're probably going to be talking about this game for the next, like, 3 or 4 episodes.
For sure.
I think. But on that note, we're going to go ahead and end this episode of the Botsquad Podcast. Thank you guys for watching on Periscope. Guys, I appreciate it. Visit us all the time on cinemadeviant.com for all your movies, news, reviews, trailers. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/cinemadeviant. We just did and Egg Roulette Challenge. We will not say anything about it. We will not say who won and who lost. But I do suggest you check it out very soon.
Yeah, go look at it.
It will be up. And follow me on Twitter, Cinema Deviant, Instagram, Cinema Deviant, Tumblr. Fuck Tumblr. And I think that's about it.
Yeah.
John, what's your social media?
Stuff. Instagram and Twitter. And Facebook.
Yeah, but what is it? We go through this all the time. What is it?
Instagram is Paul94AEW. Bob.
Instagram is not Spawn94.
Okay, it's BobBang94. I'm sorry. It's BobBang94 Instagram, and then Twitter is Spawn94AEW.
I believe so, yes.
All right, I got it right.
God, finally.
It's there, man. Go look at it.
Anyway, so follow him there.
Yeah.
He posts stuff all the time about all the stuff, all the cool figures that he gets and stuff.
Versus.
Like
Go look at Versus.
check out Versus.
Yes.
On Facebook. It's Versus.
Ooh.
VERSUS exclamation point.
Yeah, the front.
Okay.
Exclamation point on your head.
Definitely check that out, and shout out to Joel again for welcoming me into the group. And we will catch you next time.